Hi there, my name is Eric. I'm the Community Engagement Director here at Care and Share Food Bank. Thank you so much for wanting to volunteer with us. And this is our volunteer orientation online. Safety is really important to us here at Care and Share Food Bank. So we're going to show you our volunteer safety video in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, welcome to Care and Share Food Bank for Southern Colorado, and thank you so much for volunteering today. Before you begin, there are some rules we need to go over. If you're under 18, a parent or guardian must have signed a waiver for you. If you're under 16, an adult 18 or older must be with you while you're volunteering. And parents, there must be at least one adult on hand for every 3 children under the age of 10. We want to make sure everyone is safe and comfortable when they're in the distribution center, so here are a few guidelines for what to wear when you volunteer. Only wear shoes that have fronts and backs. No open-toed shoes are allowed, like flip-flops or sandals. So unfortunately, if you do show up wearing open-toed shoes, we can't allow you to volunteer in the distribution center. And we know you have muscles, but you must wear shirts with sleeves. And if it's cold outside, it's most likely cold in here. So if you're volunteering during winter or fall, you'll probably want to wear warm layers. It's also a good idea to bring a jacket, no matter the season, just in case you decide to help out inside the fridge. We also want to mention if you're wearing loose jewelry or dangling earrings like what I have on right now, you'll want to take it off during your shift. We don't want it to get caught on anything. As for cell phones, please only use your phone when you're in the break room. We wouldn't want you to lose it somewhere inconvenient. Cell phones are also a safety issue. If you're on your phone, you may not be able to hear well, which is a must if you want to avoid getting flattened by a forklift. If you want a picture taken to post on Facebook or Instagram, then just ask one of the supervisors or a volunteer lead, and they would be more than happy to help you with that. If you bring a bag or purse, we don't really have a lot of extra storage places inside the distribution center, so we do ask that you leave it in your car. Headphones and Bluetooth accessories should also be left in your vehicle. Eating or chewing gum is not allowed in the distribution center. Thirsty? Well, here's some good news. While most drinks are not permitted in the area, plain water in a clear plastic water bottle is perfectly okay. Please just take it with you when you leave so it doesn't leave us wondering at the end of the day whose it is and if we can throw it away. This is a big distribution center with really big equipment that can be dangerous. Only employees and designated volunteers can use things like forklifts and pallet jacks. Volunteers that have not been specifically instructed on how to use them shouldn't mess with the equipment because machines sometimes fight back. And only people 16 years or older should be handling box cutters. Please, no horseplay in the distribution center. Boxes, cans, and lifts can be sharp and heavy. If you're making your way around the distribution center, walk and don't run. Also, don't stand or jump on any unstable objects like pallet jacks, sinks, or tables. We want to make sure you don't get hurt. If you're taking food out of a large box and it's getting to the point where it's hard to reach some of the cans or boxes, please don't lean over the side of the box in a manner that puts your weight on the edge. It could tip over, or you could fall in, which has happened to some of our volunteers before. Instead, ask a supervisor or lead for guidance, and they will help you solve the problem in a safe manner. For instance, don't be on a ladder without someone holding it for you, even if it's a really short ladder. If you are okay to get in the box, someone needs to hold it for you while you're getting in or out, so it doesn't, you guessed it, tip over and send you flying. Finally, make sure you log onto the volunteer website and make a profile for yourself before you come in. When you arrive for your shift, you'll need to sign in and sign out at the end. This is so that we can track your hours, and it's also important that we know who is in the building at all times in case of emergencies. If you have any questions at all, ask our supervisors or leads. They're always here to help, and we really can't stress this enough. Thank you so much for volunteering here at Care and Share Food Bank. We really wouldn't be able to serve hundreds of thousands of our neighbors in need without you. Oh, and one more thing, have fun.
There are a few additional safety policies we have for our volunteers. The very first one is if you are sick, please stay home. If you need to cancel a shift, please do so online or email me. That way I can take your shift down. The other is if you are a person more susceptible to COVID-19, we ask you and we understand if you need to stay home, please don't volunteer with us. We really want to think about your safety and everyone who's volunteering with us as well. The others, we're implementing a no handshake policy. I know this is really hard, but we're to just do like air high fives. That's it, all right? Air high fives or this or peace signs to acknowledge one another. And I hope that you understand, but no handshakes and no hugs. That was something I broke yesterday. So please, no hugs. The other is, of course, wash your hands. When everyone arrives, we're going to have everyone wash their hands. And speaking of which, when you arrive, please use the east entrance, the back entrance of Care and Share Food Bank, specifically for volunteers. We want to limit where people are coming in from all directions. And for the time being, just so you're aware, we are asking for volunteers to at least be the age of 16 and up. We're asking for volunteers to please bring your own mask. Out of an abundance of caution, we're asking if you've traveled recently internationally or know someone who has, we ask you to please not volunteer with us for that reason as well.
All right, now that we got safety out of the way, Care and Share was founded in 1972 by Francesca Nun, Sister Dominique Pichata, who had just one belief, that no one should go hungry. Today, Care and Share partners with 267 different meal programs and food pantries all across southern Colorado. We travel 52,000 square miles in 31 different counties to deliver food. And we could not do this work without you. Volunteers truly are the heartbeat of what make everything work. Volunteers help us separate food by category at the sorting dock, sort, inspect, and package food for our partner food pantries throughout southern Colorado, volunteering at one of our mobile food pantries, volunteering in our community kitchen, putting together bags of food for children, and so much more with your help. Now that we've been through orientation, how do you sign up and volunteer after today? You want to visit the website careandshare.org. You'll see a button that says, I want to participate volunteer on the website. You click on that button and it'll take you to our volunteer page. It looks like this. Now there are two different sites to sign up to volunteer, one in Colorado Springs, one in Pueblo. We're going to click on Colorado Springs and this will show you our calendar. This calendar will show you all the events taking place for the next 3 months so you can really plan out your volunteer experience with us. Now, sometimes when you first visit the page, it looks like this. It just shows you what's happening for that single day, which can be really frustrating for those who like to plan things out. So definitely click on this calendar icon and it'll show you all the events for the next 3 months. On the left-hand side at the very top, this acts as a filter and it'll show you just events that you're most interested in. So maybe you want to put together those bags of food for kids. It's called Send Hunger Packing, and it'll show you just when those events are taking place instead of everything under the sun. Now, how do you sign up for a shift? So what you're going to do is you just see what is available. We're going to choose to see what's going on April 8th. We're going to click on sign up and it'll walk you through the next few steps. So if you have an account, you can just sign in and it'll easily sign you up. Or maybe you need to create an account. So we're going to create an account together. So we're going to click on this button here. And for the sake of this, I'm going to just choose my favorite Ninja Turtle, Leonardo, and any password you want, one that's easy for you to remember. Now, a profile photo and email address are optional. Keep in mind, if you create multiple accounts using the same email address, and if you ever forget the password or username, you will not be able to reset it. You'll have to manually redo that. So please do your best to remember those two pieces of information. It's going to ask you for a full name, mailing address, preferred phone number, cell phone, and date of birth. Anyone who's under the age of 18 must have a waiver signed by a parent or guardian, and that's why the system asks that question. Mercy contact information, ways you like to receive notifications, and areas of interest. At the very bottom, it asks you for any skills or talents that you possess that you would like to contribute to Care and Share, in case there's something you're just not seeing. Now, another question I get quite often is, how do I keep track of my hours? So we're going to sign in real fast, and I'm going to, well, I think I just signed up for something, but that's okay. So we go to my account, and what we want to do next is when you see your name at the top right-hand side, there's a drop-down menu. Click on View Hours, and it'll show you how many hours you are currently at. Now, because I accidentally signed up for something, it happens. You can click on My Schedule, and you'll see that shift. And what you can do from there is you could just hit Cancel Registration. So if you ever need to do that, this is an easy way for you to do that. So I'm going to show you how I did that. So let's say I want to sign up for a shift. We're going to sign up for a shift taking place tomorrow, right here for recycling. that simple. But now I need to cancel because something came up. Go to my schedule and hit cancel registration. That easy. Another last thing I want to leave you with this calendar is we do have our hotline weather line listed here. So if we ever had bad weather, you can call it to see if we are going to be on a 2-hour delay or closed for the day. Would really not want for someone to make the trek all the way over here and find out we're closed. Of course, safety first.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can reach me at eric@careandshare.org. And thanks again. We could not do this work without you. Thank you for sharing our belief that no one should go hungry.